Okay, so we're working on some in-swing, pre-swing and in-swing fundamentals for the short game. We've got just a basic, an uphill pit. We've probably got 20 yards of green width maybe, and we've got another 20, probably got 10 yards of green here, of rough here, fairway. And then we've got about 20 feet of green to work with to this uphill pitch. So all I'm trying to do is just checking his pre-swing fundamentals on this basic, it's just a basic pitch shot, and Steve's real good at this shot, so I expect everything to be pretty good. We just want to check that our alignment's good and that the ball position is where he wants it. And so go ahead and address that, Steve, and kind of tell me what type of shot you're trying to hit.
Well, I'm trying to hit just a medium trajectory pitch shot.
Okay.
Nothing real super high up in the air.
And you like the ball a little bit back in your stance,
I like to play these shots kind of towards my right leg, right foot.
Okay.
A little bit, hands a little bit in front of the ball, and just try to keep the club moving. I'll take that any day.
Okay.
So,
I mean, you called it. It was the medium trajectory. I've seen you hit a lower shot. I've seen you hit a higher shot, but that was mid trajectory.
Yeah.
And so just on your, again, I'm not messing with your fundamentals here. They're good. I just want to make sure that the shot that you've committed to in your mind, you're pulling off, and that the club is traveling on the right path, and everything looks good. So let's just check and see if everything during the swing is good. And what are you thinking about anything during your swing at all?
Well, I'm thinking about, trying to concentrate on the back of the ball, bring the club in, to pinch the back of the ball into the turf.
And I've heard you say that you try to keep the club a little bit lower to the ground.
Even though that's more of a thought, and I know the feel, sometimes feel and real are two different things. Like, for instance, if I wanted to hit a high shot here, then I would play a little bit more off my front, and even though I know I'm hinging the club upwards, I'm feeling like the club's open, and it's at least it's sliding through underneath the ball on a kind of a flat plane.
Let's try to hit one of those.
So that would go more something like this. Obviously I stubbed that one, but the trajectory.
And what we've talked about is we need some acceleration to it. There was some deceleration and the hands got flipped at the ball.
Yeah, that was really not committing to.
So let's commit to this one. You've got it on some grass that's growing back towards you.
Yeah, the grain is a little bit into me here, but just didn't commit.
I'll edit it. Okay, so what we're dealing with, Steve, is just kind of going back to fundamentals here. We're going to work. We're going to do some full swing shots here, and I want to work on your pre-swing fundamentals. So one of the things we've been working on is your alignment. So let's go ahead and address this ball. And kind of tell me what you're visualizing here. Are we aiming at this flag?
Okay, so we've got a black and white pole out here that's, I don't know, about 120 out.
Okay. Okay.
So that'll be our target.
Okay. And you've got the club that's going to take
I've got a pitching wedge here.
Okay.
So that ought to be about a standard shot.
So let's go through some of your pre-swing stuff here, just as you approach the ball into here, and you get lined up, and let's just make sure your alignment looks good.
Yeah. So I like to kind of stand behind the ball, pre-swing, and I'm just kind of imaginary line between my target and the ball.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to address, and since that's a target that's far away, you've been telling me to kind of pick an intermediate target that's in line with that, somewhere 5-6 feet, whether it's a blade of grass or a dark mark. So I'm going to try to make my alignment square to that imaginary intermediate target, like you've been telling me. And I'm going to try to set in and square to that line.
Okay.
And that's going to be on my target line.
Now let's talk about real quick before you take this away. So we want to work on some of these fundamentals that we've been dealing with in the swing. And so the thing that we've worked a lot on is getting the club to go back a little bit more on the outside, and we're getting in a nice position, and we're going to make sure that the club travels back on the inside a little bit, and we've been working on that elbow tuck. So let's go ahead and hit this shot and see what we come up with.
We've got our target, we've got our intermediate target. We're thinking about squaring ourselves to that.
Okay.
The intermediate intermediate target. And then my normal fault was taking it back too far inside.
Okay.
So we're going to try to think about taking the club back a little bit more on this line.
Okay. Let's see it. That's pretty good. Good spinning.